People of the verse, hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the Eradicator, and in this video we are going to talk about the latest monthly report, which has been released a couple of hours ago on robustspaceindustries.com, and it is talking a little bit about Pyro, it's talking a little bit about Orison, it's talking about also a little bit about what is coming up later this year. So here we go, let's jump into it. But before that, guys, let's talk about this month's giveaway. I am giving away an exceptional prize today, a double prize. First, a Starfarer with lifetime insurance, and if you don't get the Starfarer, who knows, maybe you'll get a Reliant with lifetime insurance, a MISC combo, right? All you have to do, the chance of winning, is to be a subscriber of this channel and comment to any Star Citizen related video. The winner will be announced early November. All right, guys, now let's talk about AI first. And very interesting here, they are talking about how AI will have to manage their own ammo. Right now, AI has pretty much infinite ammo. This is something that is going to change in the near future. It's been a couple of months that they've been talking about this. Hopefully this is going to come soon. It's obviously not going to come in Star Citizen Alpha 3.11, but who knows, maybe it will come in Star Citizen Alpha 3.12. They've also talked about how AI will understand better distances. For example, if whether you are closer to them or farther away from them, they are going to adopt different strategies. Also, speaking of AI, they now understand why AI is very often standing on top of chairs and on top of tables sometimes as well. This is an issue caused by object container streaming. And the fact is that NPCs do their own bidding, they have their own path, but objects eventually disappear as you are not in the area or you don't look at them. So what happens is that these NPCs just walk, just do their own path, but when they get toward where they're supposed to go, there's no object, so they just walk. But then as you pass by, those objects pop up again, but the NPCs fail to identify them as usable, and they just stand on them and they get stuck like this because they can't get to the ground afterward. So they are working on it. It is still, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see that bug, of course, happening in Star Citizen Alpha 3.11, but at the same time, now that they really know how to tackle this bug, you should expect this bug to be gone eventually in future iterations of Star Citizen. All right, now let's talk a little bit more about ships, and again they're talking about weapon missile management and combat behavior, and how AI, especially AI gunners, get a little bit better at choosing between their different weapons and managing their energy. So that is also some interesting work being done here to make the AI in ships feeling more believable and more on par with what humans are doing in ships too. Remember, guys, that the idea here with those NPCs is that in the future they want people to make it difficult to identify whether or not your enemy you are attacking is actually a player or an NPC, and this is one step closer towards making that. Animation wise, now the animation spend the majority of the month on Squadron 42 related tasks. There is if you check out also the Squadron 42 monthly report, which was sent in our emails, they also said that they mostly worked on cutscenes, one of them being extra rework for the Bishop speech that we've seen a long time ago in a trailer. Next is one of your guys' favorite section, of course, the art section. Starting here with environment, and last month they said that they completed the new cargo decks for Star Citizen 3.11. Guys, let's be honest, those cargo decks are looking impressive for sure, but they're quite a letdown, just like the new parts of Grimex. Why? Simply because there is no gameplay associated to it. I know that first they need the locations and then the gameplay, but it would be so much better if they could release both at the same time. It's just frustrating to go to these places and there's just nothing to do. I personally don't like that at all. They've also made further experiments with gas clouds at Lagrange points that we will be seeing in Star Citizen Alpha 3.12, these gas clowns will be near the rest stops that you will be seeing at those locations. It is part of the whole spacescaping card that you can see in the Star Citizen 3.12 roadmap. Further work is being done on Orison, and you can see the pictures here in this video right now, including shops, transit system, and also the hubs, which are now in gray box phase. Work is also continuing on the Pyro system, and they are focusing now on Pyro 6 as well as the moons of Pyro 5. The planet Pyro 5 itself is a gas giant, so we will not be seeing it until Crusader is finished, because Crusader is going to be the gold standard for any further gas giants that we will see further down the line. They've also eventually continued with the stanza system and the new planet brushes that we are seeing in Star Citizen Alpha 3.11. I still need to make a video about this. It is going to come in the future, guys, I promise. But not just that, apparently we will be seeing another roadmap card for Star Citizen Alpha 3.12, or at least we should, because they are also improving organic shaders and biome accumulation in Star Citizen Alpha 3.12. Not so sure about what that means, though. It would be great to have a little explanation, perhaps. We also had further Pyro-related content when it comes to environments and biomes as well, especially Pyro 6. Next, a final pass is being done on the 100 series, and it is now in the PTU, as we could see a couple of days ago. They've also made great progress, according to them, on the Mercury Star Runner from Crusader, which is rapidly approaching its final art phase, and it is expected to reach the release prep stage in October. Now, that's really great. We could see that in a roadmap update last week with just a few tasks completed. I should expect the Star Runner to be released just a couple of weeks, obviously, after the release of Star Citizen 3.11. Who knows, maybe they are going to wait until the expo. That could be interesting. Personally, as a Star Runner owner, I would love it to have it much earlier than that, though. Also, they said that in the UK, the art team is continuing work on the Hercules, and they finished the hangar doors as well as the final pass on the hubs to make it art complete. The Talon is also art complete and is now moved to damage setup and levels of details, and they've also reworked a little bit on the Gladius, which has gotten, according to them, a little bit of attention to access components to the exteriors, just like the 100 series. They're also working on new weapons as well. The Bearing FS9 LMG, a little light machine gun, which has got the first outpass. We still don't know when this machine gun is coming. Maybe the first update, Q1 of 2021, as well as the Gemini AO3 sniper rifle, which is also entering our phase 2. Not on 3.12. I don't think we should expect it on 3.12, but who knows, maybe coming up for 4.0 or the first update of 2021. They also revisited some audio-wise some of the space Deliric ambiances, as well as the green work removal here when it comes to audio, to add extra audio for these features. Now, moving on to Backend Services, this one is also quite exciting because they've also said that they fixed a number of outstanding issues from 3.12, including memory leaks, network connectivities issues, and performance bugs. Let's hope that the servers are going to hold on a little bit better in 3.11. I'm still experiencing some 30Ks and servers deadlocks in 3.11, so well, let's hope that that is just because it's the PTU, right? They also heavily worked on an armor that is coming in Q4 2020, which is supposedly the mystery armor, which they call especially challenging to implement due to geometry that is changing in the variants. And well, probably here this is going to be, people are speculating, have been speculating for quite some time that this is the Titan update. The title is the Titan suit. I don't know, because there are also more armors that are going to come in online. We are thinking, for example, about bounty hunting armors. So here again, this is all up to speculation. Moving on to engineering, work on the atmosphere, clouds, and unified ray marcher continued in earnest. They're talking about here, of course, Crusader, but also not just that, not just Crusader, because every planet are obviously going to have their own specific clouds. But it's still great that that they are working on those clouds. A new atmospheric multi-scatter LUT was added to support infinite scattering order, which again is definitely some work here done for Gas Giant. So yeah, it's great that the work is being done here, but is it making progress? They're not saying so far. We're not seeing pictures. I am really looking forward to seeing the first pictures of the actual atmospheres of Gas Giant. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be something that is going to be very epic. Let's move on to features, especially vehicles. A major focus is being done on docking, vehicle to vehicle docking. Especially right now, they are fixing issues with Kruger snubs and Constellation. This is going to be basically their test stage for ship docking on to other ships. They also have a first functioning version of station docking, which we saw in Inside Star Citizen as well, and apparently testers can request to dock when assigning to a docking port and connect with it, so it seems to be working quite well. And the last thing worth mentioning, in my opinion, here is lightning. They're improving rest stop lightning, as you can see also in this picture. And for those of you who are in the PT, you can also go to some of the rest stop, and they do feel a little bit gloomier, in my opinion, which they should, right? These are not bespoke landing zones, and they should be more like, gas stations of the verse. So they should be a little bit gloomy, and that's great. They're also working on white box lighting for Orison, trying to identify right now which places are poor in performance so that they can work further on those. Last but not least, they also worked further on Lorville as well. We know those spotlight towers that was added. They're still working on optimizing the lighting setup here at Lorville, and that's pretty much it for this monthly report. There's more of it, obviously, but it's not as interesting as what we've talked about. In my opinion, again, guys, this is just from my own point of view. I'm pretty sure that other content creators on YouTube are going to have other takes on it, and that's great. That's why we're all unique and different, in my opinion. All right, guys. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching once again. Have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy this kind of content. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.